What's up, y'all? I gotta talk soft because everybody in my house sleep except me. I don't sleep at night. So I was listening to Abraham Hicks. Do y'all know who Abraham Hicks is? She's the lady, well, her name is Esther, and she gets these downloads from an entity that calls itself Abraham, right? Y'all, I listened to her because I met Abraham myself. Like y'all know I'm way out there. And in some of the situations that I've been in, like spiritually through my dreams and through my visions and through the psychic phenomenon that go on in my life, right? One time I heard her talking on one of her inserts and this lady was asking her, is she more than one person? And like, what is the proper thing to call her, right? And she said, you know what you want to call me? You know what you should call me? She said, call us we. She said, call us we, right? So I had a memory back. That jump took me back, y'all. I had one time, this in real life, when I had got out the hospital, I had coded like maybe 2 times. I was coming out of a coma. The day I came home, my heart started hurting, y'all. I had been in the hospital for months on top of months. And time I walked through the door, through the threshold of my bedroom, my heart started hurting real bad. So I got so angry because I said, I'm not about to turn around, get back in this goddamn car and go back to the hospital. Like whatever this is that's going with me, it's controlling me. Like it's doing this stuff on purpose, y'all. So I started going out. I was yelling in the air. I was telling, saying, if you gonna take me, fucking come and get me now. You ain't going back to the hospital. I was like, if God, you want me, come and get me. Devil, if you want to come and get me, get me. But y'all too, y'all finna stop doing this. Y'all finna start doing this to me. So my family, right? They were like, let us call the ambulance. I was like, anybody pick that phone up, I swear to God, they gonna make their mind up today. All of a sudden, y'all, my heart just stopped hurting. It stopped hurting. So later on that night, you know what I'm saying, I fell asleep. I heard something saying, ass, seat, knock, ass, seat, knock, ass, seat, knock. So I sat up. I was like, what the hell? Still upset about the day, right? Because that jump went right how my heart was hurting. And I said, I ain't asking nothing. I ain't asking nobody nothing, right? I started talking out loud. I was like, I don't even want to talk, y'all. I'm spiritual. And I'm used to having spiritual conversations with myself. Y'all can call me crazy. I don't care because I done live crazy. Crazy ain't, it got to be another word for what I am. Crazy don't even fit me, right? So I said, I ain't asking nobody nothing. I don't want to know nothing. Y'all playing with me. Y'all playing with my life. I keep dying. I keep coming back. I keep going in comas. I keep coming out of comas. My memory getting screwed up. I can remember stuff. I can't remember stuff. Y'all, y'all ain't finna torture me. Living ain't that serious. That's the point I was at, right? Y'all forgive me. But I'm a tough cookie and I don't like to be scared. I don't play that. I don't like the emotions that when somebody got a grip on you and they controlling you and they put that fear in you, I really just get it out the way. That's just me, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, y'all need to make y'all mind up. And something kept saying, ass, see, knock. So I got so mad. I said, ask your what? And it said, ask me whatever you want. All nice and sweet and stuff. I was like, look, you playing games. I ain't got time to play games. So it said, get the big white Bible out of your closet. I want to talk to you. Y'all, this me, right? This is my real life. So I said, get the Bible. Oh, there you go with that. I said, all that stuff in that Bible, man, it's too much crap. You killing people in there. You're knocking people off in there. You can't make your mind up in there. You hate people, you love people. You ain't about to get me not night. Not tonight, not out of all the crap I done been through and the stuff I done seen, the stuff I done witnessed. The world, life, nothing ain't like it used to be, y'all. I was so thrown off and so confused and so upset with God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, the creator. I felt like I had a right to talk back. I had a right to cuss them out if I wanted to. Hell, it's my life and they was messing with it, right? So, but the little voice just kept being all nice to me while I was just being rude. So finally I agreed to get the Bible, right? Because I said, what Bible? And he said, the big white Bible on the top of your closet. You know, the big white Bible they used to read long time ago with the white Jesus pictures off in there. Yeah, I still got that Bible, right? So I picked it up. I said, now this thing big as I don't know where I'm supposed to open it up to, right? So it told me to start at Psalms 111. Then it said, read until I tell you to stop. So y'all, I went through several questions I was asking, and it'll say read, then it'll say stop. And when I stop, the next sentence would be the answer that I needed. So one of the specific questions I asked was, where this heart came from? And the very next sentence was, for we have blessed you from out of the heavens. And we was in capital W, capital E. So I began to say, oh my God, I'm speaking to something mighty, something great, something powerful. All of a sudden, I began to weep. And I started saying, why y'all doing this to me? I don't deserve this. And the thing said, read. And so when I read, when it said stop, the very next sentence said, it's because you offered yourself as a living sacrifice. And then when you read on, it say that you serve me with your whole heart. It said testimonies about me have been on your tongue all your life. Then that more, man, y'all, it was so much prophecy going on at that moment, and I began to apologize. But I said, but these are my feelings. Like I'm feeling like I'm being toyed with. And the thing was telling me that I will forever live in the land of milk and honey. Me and my children and my children's children's children will forever be blessed. You know, this how far the reading went. I'm just trying to sum it up. So I heard her say something about we, right? That was Abraham Hicks. But deep down inside, I always wondered who we was. So I got turned on to the Emerald Tablets. I found the word we in there again, y'all. And then it broke it down. And that's why I got that 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I learned that we are the governors of God and they hidden in the numbers. So then, y'all, let me tell y'all what I did last night. I was sitting up here listening to David Wilcox, right? I ain't seen David Wilcox online for about, a year. Tell me why he was talking about the whole time that he been off, he been contacted by the Archangel Michael. And he said they call themselves we. Tell me I'm not getting the same source, the same information, meaning the energy that's going around is going to believers. Like it knows who believe and who don't believe. Don't be so stuck up on what you done been taught, what your grandmama done taught you, what you think you should know. Hurry up and empty yourself out and so you can hear, because I keep hearing the word we and coming out of everybody's mouth, and it's coming out of conscious people's mouth. And these are people that are getting downloads. These are people that are speaking consciousness, right? So I have been speaking to we. Abraham Hicks said, you want to know what to call us? Call us we. Do y'all know I cried? I've been rejoicing because I keep hearing the word we. I'm not alone. I'm not by myself. Thank God I'm not by myself. And I like the fact that they call themselves we, right? Because we consist of all the words I was talking about, all the words I be telling y'all that we need to put on as clothing in scriptures. I don't care what scriptures you read, what holy tablets you read, it's going to talk about clothes. It's going to talk about garments. It's going to talk about armor. Y'all, this is all talking about words. You got to get born again so you can fit into these words, so you can put these words on. Y'all want to get rid of your troubles. You want to get rid of your worries. You want to get rid of your fears. You want to get rid of these thoughts that keep on showing up and keep repeating themselves like broken records. Well, it's because you're holding on to words that you believe work for you, that you believe belong to you, that you believe are actually you, and you don't realize that you're actually living those words. Like you're presenting to the world the words that you hold most dear. These words are your identity. They're your countenance. They are what greets people. They your presence. So if you carry anger and you carry bitterness, meaning you so mad at the world, you don't like nobody, you always talking about you don't do people, you don't do this, you ain't this, you this, you this, you this, you this. The more you focus there, the more you're going to get. So this is what I noticed, right? In the times when we feeling bad, the reason why so much keep on happening is because when you think about it, we really focus on the negative, oh, I gotta get this, oh, this gotta be paid, oh, I need to hurry up and do this about to get cut off. We worry so much to the point where we do not take the time to appreciate the things that aren't seen, which means they're not acknowledged by us. And those are the things that are working out, the things that you don't have to touch, the things that naturally work. Now, I was listening to Abraham Hicks again tonight, and she said, when you get a negative thought pattern going on, it creates a rhythm, y'all. And what happens is you're pulling things in, you're drawing things to you when you create these patterns. So you're magnetic. Your intent is the magnet that's pulling in what you're focused on. She said, if you could just stop, if you say you need money, so your thought is, I need money. You can't focus on how I'm going to get it, what I got to do to get it, what it's going to take to do it, what I got to sacrifice, see that right there take you low, and it take you down, it take you deep into the ocean, and that's what make you feel like you drowning and you can't breathe, because you get a rhythm of them negative thoughts going, and then you start riding the wave, and you be like, yeah, I gotta do this. Now your thoughts telling you. See, you ain't even in control no more. You haven't noticed that. You like, yeah, I gotta do that. Yeah, I gotta do that. Yeah. But look, nature. Let me tell y'all what I noticed about nature, right? She said, just stop and think about something that, like a flower. Think of how beautiful it is, the color it is, the simplest thing. Now I get the word simplicity. Remember, simplicity is one of Faith's grandchildren. She's a daughter of another word, right? Simplicity. She said, just appreciate the things that are there. So the other day, I had to go to the courthouse, right? Well, to see a public defender about getting stopped with no insurance, right? So I got to pay a ticket for $558, right? But the car wasn't in my name, but by the law, you still got to pay the ticket, y'all. My income is gone. It seems like everything I have is dried up. And so I'm sitting there in the car like, I can't do this. This too much for me. Things are happening to me that don't belong to me. Things keep coming up. It's not my fault. All I was doing was taking somebody to the doctor. It's like, what, God? Why my car? Why they had to pull behind my car? And all of a sudden, this bird flew out of nowhere. And I immediately stopped thinking about the negative thought. And I started focusing on the bird because I seen 2 black birds and 1 red bird. And red birds are my favorite birds. And I noticed that this one bird, it looked like they was chasing the red bird. So I noticed immediately how nature snapped me out of it. Do you know how many times nature done tried to do you like that so you can stop going there, so you can stop going downhill, so you can stop the rhythm and the flow of not having and lack, so you won't increase what's happening, and we don't pay attention. And so I said, dang, but y'all, soon as the bird disappeared and I went back to myself, I went right back into the negative thinking. All of a sudden, another bird came down, and for some reason, he had a big old piece of bread or a big cracker, and he was the smallest bird out of the biggest birds. Do you know those big birds wanted to take his bread, and that little bitty bird was not having it? He fought for that bread. When I tell you that one little bird ran off those big old birds, and those big old birds went to the side and watched the little bird eat his bread by himself in peace. And God said, if I can do this for this little bird, even though these big old problems coming after you, even though it seems like everything falling down on you, you don't have nothing, you swimming in that, you feel like you drowning, you choking, ain't nothing working out. It is. Because look, this is your peace by yourself. And you got the fear of me inside of you. So when those giants come, run them off, Tasha. Run them off. So you can eat your bread in peace. And I thought about it. What's been kicking my butt is these tyrant thoughts. These negative thoughts. Oh, I don't have this. I don't have that. When the other day I was sitting worrying again, and all of a sudden I started smelling sweet bread, something sending me something smelling real appley, something real sweet was in the air. Even the wind was trying to soothe me and love on me and get me out of the negative thinking. She said, all you got to do is focus on the simple things to bring in the big things. So y'all, I'm making this video just to say, take time out and smell the air. Take time out to feel the breeze on your skin. Feel how the sun feels when you stand in one spot and another spot. I noticed that the other day. I was upset and I went outside to walk the dogs. When I stood in one spot, it was cool. But when I moved to the next spot, it was warm. When it was cool, I was just shaking. I was upset. I was going through it. But then when I moved over and the sun hit my skin, I forgot all about our cold, our mad. I said, dang, it feels real warm right here and real loving. And I thought about, I said, dang, the universe done did it again. So y'all, I keep noticing that the universe really does love us and it really does work for us. But are we too caught up in our issues and our problems to pay attention to the little subtle things? Just the color of a flower, the smell of a flower, the smile of a child, the laughter of kids running around playing, how they're playing. Just being able to inhale and exhale. Just being able to tell somebody you love them. Just being able to cut the TV on and look at a funny show. We got to start giving reverence to that. Just how comfortable your bed is and the food you about to eat smells so good and it tastes so good. If we focus there, we can knock down giants and bring in the big stuff.